Okay, so I'm back with some results of the dyeing. Now these are the various flowers and things from tablecloths and whatnot. Big variety of colors. I love them. Now this is one of the ones that I wiped stuff out of my dish, and I think that turned out really good. Lots of different colors. I'm not going to show every single piece, but you can see lovely. Now this is one of the ones that we sprayed with different colors, and I think that turned out really good. I kind of sorted these all on the types. Now this is one of the ones we sprayed, and that's the back. So even the back does not look bad. The dye sort of goes through and sort of doesn't, but I think that turned out really good for like a multicolored one. Now this one here, this one maybe I wiped stuff up, but I don't think so. It doesn't look dark enough for that. But anyways, that gives you an idea. So many beautiful ones. Now this was one that I sprayed, but the back is pretty much all colored as well, just a bit paler. But you can see all the colors here. Here's another one of the ones that we sprayed, which I really like them. There's the back side of one that we sprayed, and again, it's pale, but the colors did come through. And there's another one. Love it. I think that one I might have wiped stuff up with. Here's another one. That one looks good on that side as well as that side. Same with that. Like I say, the color kind of goes through and kind of doesn't. I really like how these variegated ones turned out. So there's all those. And then, of course, there's this type here and just tons and tons of color. I am going to be putting some of these in the shop. I'll put them onto coffee. I'm not sure when I'll get that done, but if you're interested in a package, get a hold of me right away and you'll get first dibs on them. But it'll just kind of be an assortment of colors and sizes, but if you got your name in early, I might be able to do special colors. These are all just really odds and ends and bits and pieces and whatnot that will get used. These are probably one of my favorite of them. I like the size. They're really light and beautiful range of colors. These took the dye really good. Let's show you some of the variegated ones. And these ones here pretty much went right through. But this really absorbed the color really quickly and really well. Love that one with all the different rainbowy colors. So there's all those, lots and lots. More than I would ever use. These are kind of cool. And they kind of got a ring, a plastic ring in the middle. But let me know what you think of these. I am going to do one more part in this series. And that's dyeing with a few other things. There's a few of these here. I like this style of flower a lot, but there's not like a whole ton of them. Lots of little bits and pieces, kind of flower shaped and kind of not. There's lots of those, and then a few different odds and ends. This is a nice shaped flower as well. But just lots of them. Like, I'm never going to use these in my lifetime, so. But let's move those off to the side. And then we'll bring in some more goodies. This here is my seam binding and all of these things. And again, big variety of colors. And here are some of the ones that were like colored with, sprayed, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But lots of those. Well, not lots, but more than enough. This green is beautiful color. I'm really impressed with the yellow, actually. The yellow came out really, really nice. And then we've got all the seam binding, and it's going to be crinkled, so it will actually get stored in a bag. I'll put it into a bag, and then that way it stays crinkled. But it looks beautiful. Love it. And then this is like a big, this one's not quite dry in the middle. It did pick up some little bits of color from the tray. That's okay. I'm not sure if you can hear that noise, but my neighbor decided to sand something. But beautiful color. This is such a beautiful peachy color. Love that color. Then we've got some dark rose, I guess. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I just closed my window, so he's actually weed eating. Guess I can't complain. He weed eats my yard. So, and then we've got some denim blue. Again, beautiful, crinkly. And that's just the way you make the crinkled seam binding, is leave it all bunched up when you go to make it. Now this is the purple, but it sort of looks purple, but it kind of looks blue. Like if you compare it to the denim blue, there's not a lot of difference. But this did pick up dark bits of purple where it was laying on the tray, like the downside, so that is perfectly fine. We've got some nice green, and again there's a couple spots where it picked up from the tray, which I'm okay with. Some of these are still very slightly damp, so I'll just, before I put them in a bag, I'll just leave them sit out like this. Some beautiful teal aqua type color. And again, like that little piece where it's dyed dark there, I would love for the whole thing. But what you can do is, and I might do it, is just leave this out like this and then just give it a little squirt, but hold it quite a ways away. And that's going to create some dark marks on it. And this is the stuff we did on camera, like the variegated. And that's really nice coloring. Love that color. Go in a wide variety of journals. And then there was this one here. It's a little bit brighter, but it's interesting. I think that might go good in a peacock journal, actually. So there's all that. Happy with how this turned out. I won't have any crinkle and seam binding for sale at all. It'll mostly be the flower shapes and stuff like that there. Let's set that aside. Now we'll bring in all the fibers and whatnot like that. So this is that rat tail and some long strips of stuff that I dyed. But the rat tail actually turned out really good, and I'm going to just store it in a bag. And I'll use it for maybe tying a journal together. But it gives me so many more choices now that it's not all white. I have other colors. I have black and reds and silvers and golds and whatnot. But I had quite a bit of white. But now I have way more colors. And I love how the colors turned out. All the colors I think are beautiful. Put that in there so we can keep it together. This is the organza ribbon that we did. Love the colors. And now to think, well, you know, I still have white because I kept some white. But I got all these beautiful colors now. Love. This dyed really, really good. And all of these, you could mist it a little bit with some of the dye. And then those spots are going to be a bit darker. So something to keep in mind. There is this eyelash trim. It was kind of a soft, fuzzy eyelash trim. But now I've got this range of color. I very rarely use white or black or red, or three colors I don't do much with. And this was all white, and I love buying white stuff because this is what I can get. Now if I wanted a darker blue, I could have done a thicker solution of the dye and water. Same with any of the other colors. This was the variegated one that we sprayed that was actually looking really ugly at the time. But it turned out to be kind of a pinkish, grayish color. And actually it's very pretty. We got this one here. Now this was like I call it a sparkle eyelash trim. The lashes are quite long. And it's got that sparkle of silver in it. But those all turned out really good. This here is one that we sprayed as well. So you can see we kind of sprayed it with the same thing. Well, now he's mowing. And there we go. So colors. Closed my other window, so hopefully it's not going to be too loud because he's going to come right up beside our place. So, and there is this. I only had a little bit of this ribbon, but these are that fiber trim, and those turned out good. And again, one of these is the purple and one is the blue. So a lot of things dyed. Those two colors are so close, even though when you look at the bottle, they're not close at all. But like those, we got some of this short eyelash trim. Again, really nice. You can see the little bits of darker in there, which is nice. This has a nice purplish tinge to it. We've got this fuzzy trim. Love how these colors turned out. I think these two are the same color. I think I did two blues on that. But lovely, nice pastel colors. These turned out nice. Then we got this. Now, if you would have watched one of my thrifty haul videos, you know I got a big, huge pile of this. And it was all kind of a pale cream color. But now I've got all of these colors. This dyed really, really well. Really, really well. This is the purple. This is a denim, or no, maybe that's the purple and that's the denim blue. because I can see bits of purple here. But love how that looks. It's a very shiny lace. Like it's got this almost a glow to it, but a sheen to it. And you can really see that. But beautiful colors. Beautiful, beautiful. Love those. These are some just trims from the tablecloths and whatnot. Then we got this here sparkle yarn type stuff. Really, it's just a thread with some plasticky type things sticking out, but beautiful range of colors on those. Love how this turned out. It did actually dye the little plastic bits. When I look at it at an angle, I can actually see that that's been colored just ever so slightly. It's mostly the string that's holding it all together that makes the color. And again, you can see the dark bits in some of those. We've got some of the lace. Now, when I first got into junk journaling, someone gave me these great big huge rolls, you know, like they're like that big around, they're on a big spool type thing of lace. This was one of them, and the other kind that I did, and I'm actually to the end of those rolls between what I sold and what I dyed and everything. This is getting to the end of it. I've still got quite a bit of white that I kept for myself because I do love these narrow bits of lace. Just trying to tuck my finger under there so you can see kind of what it looks like. But beautiful colors. As I say, this all turned out kind of pastel looking. Then there's all of these. This was another lace that I got with all on the big spools. And this actually was the biggest spool, was this type. But it turned out really, really good. But this here is some of the variegated stuff that we sprayed. Turned out really, really good. Love how it turned out. Trying to get my pin in there. There we go. And then a couple odds and ends of things. Then we've got a bunch of this. Now this is the one we sprayed. Hopefully you can see the colors on that. Browns, teals with just that touch of pink in there. But that turned out really nice. Just gonna fold that back up. Now we've got some beautiful yellow. Love how the yellow turned out. Yellow is not one of my favorite colors, but I do like it. We got some aqua, and again a little bit of coloring, change of color. Beautiful shade of purple, and then a green and a pink. Then we've got, let's see, we got this oddball piece. I just had one piece of this, but it's a beautiful mauve color. Love it. And then we got this here, which is, it's got a little bit of shading on it, but for the most part, it's a minty, light minty green. I'm not sure if we sprayed some of this on camera, but these turned out quite nice. Like them. I just feel they're a little more usable now that they're no longer white. Let's just make some room here. I might have some of the laces for sale. Then we've got the cheesecloth that we did. And I can't remember if we sprayed some of this on camera. I don't think we did. But we've got this here. Teals, pinks, a little bit of yellow, some brown in there. Like how that turned out. This is like a more brighter colors. And once I divide that into just a single layer, I think it's 2 layers. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Let me just pull that apart. That's not quite so bright when it's a single layer, but that'll make great background stuff. And I can pick and choose an area of what I might want. Maybe I want something a little pinker or something a little bluer. So there's that. We got some nice dark aqua tealish color, which I like. I didn't do a lot of cheesecloth because I still had a fair bit. We've got some nice green. I used a lot of the green cheesecloth, and that's double layer thick, so it's so hard getting this down sometimes to 1 layer. There we go. But I find the green underneath just about anything works. And then I did do a purple one. So that's it for how the things turned out. As I say, I'm going to do one more video on dyeing fibers and stuff. I know there's tons of videos out there, but I just want to share how I do it. We all have a different setup. We all have a different space. But I didn't get much for oranges, and I wanted some orange and like a burnt orange type stuff. So I'm going to try just using some shimmer mists and also alcohol inks. I hope I have the right colors. And maybe even some like oxide or distress inks or other stamping inks. Just because I do want some fall type colors, oranges, not really browns, but a burnt orange, a pumpkin orange type thing. And I need to buy some fabric dye with those colors. So check out the links below. Check out my paper dyeing video and part 1 of this video. And all the other links, I would be happy if you would share, like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, visit my Facebook group, etc. And we will see you soon in part number 3. Bye for now.